Loves the goal here, doesn't he? Welcome along, guys. Welcome to the Emirates. A cold, chilly night here, but a most excellent game on the cards. Are you excited about this one, Martin?
Well, if you can't get excited for this, you know...
Potentially that we have on our hands.
Martin just nailed it. You know, the two best so far. It's a huge test.
Yeah, well, just like that. Mikel Arteta, the Arsenal boss, hello sir, how are you? Is joining us right now to give us a bit of a preview on this game that, let's be honest, I think not just the fans are looking forward to this game, I think all of the neutrals in the world of football are very much looking forward to this game as well. How do you place Arsenal and Bayern at the moment? Are they the two heavyweights in Europe at the moment for you?
I think both teams that are in a good...
Love to score goals, and you have a partnership tonight that we haven't seen together. This is the first time we'll see Saliba and Mascara together. How confident are you in those two centre-backs?
Well, the players have... this is the lineup today.
Is it the biggest test for Arsenal so far this season, do you think?
We had a few, We had...
Mikel, just 2 years ago now, you went out to the quarter-finals to against Bayern. And the development, you put the building blocks in place, all these new signings.
Do you know, Mikel, when I look at your Arsenal team now, it almost reminds me of the United team I played on that, you know, won the Premier League.
Atmosphere here as well, so let's use that because it's very powerful.
Eberechi Eze had a breakout performance in the North London derby and a hat-trick. How incredible is it to see your team develop into a team where even when you're missing players, important players and strikers, you're relying on so many different players and they're coming up trumps?
Yeah, well, it's been a very... I feel for all of them. They all want to play, they are willing, their attitude is incredible. It's not been that difficult so far because we had a lot of injuries, but when the players start to get back, especially the front players, probably the headaches are going to be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
It's getting difficult to even get on the bench now, isn't it, for Arsenal, when you look at the...
Well, at some point when we have almost everybody back, it will be.
Yeah. Martin Odegaard, your captain, back on the bench today, which I imagine is a huge boost for you. Before we let you go, I've just got to ask, the two changes that you decided to make, Mascara coming in for Nkapie, Mars Lewis-Kelly as well coming in for Calafiori. What is the thought behind those two changes for Bayern? Good luck, Mikel. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Mikel Arteta, the Arsenal manager, off to see his team. Thank you so much. Bayern Munich are the team that come to town in the Champions League. This is going to be a huge clash. I think we'll learn a lot about these two teams this game has in store.
Well, I think it's a great test for both of them. I thought Bayern went to...
I see that Bayern Munich are the favourites because if you beat Chelsea and you beat PSG, I know they were helped a little bit in the circumstances.
As well, Inter and Arsenal and Bayern Munich all unbeaten so far in the Champions League this season. But in Germany, Bayern Munich are also unbeaten in the domestic league as well. And Jules is here to tell us a little bit more about exactly why their season has been so good so far. Look, one thing that you will get from this side, from this win, whoever decides to win this game, is perhaps a psychological edge. Because these two teams, of course, as Jules was just saying there, 1 and 2 at the moment and 2 are the favourites.
Well, I mean, every chance you get just to show how good you are when you come up against him coming off for the ball. He's a player that Arsenal have to stop scoring. I think he scored more goals here than any player from an opposing team. Yeah. So was it 6 goals? Surely he's not going to score again tonight. And for vital minutes at Anfield, I think he came on and he really impressed me when he came on. He's assured, he's mobile, he can pass the ball, so he's got everything in his game. In fact, I thought he was unlucky not to play at the weekend. So Nkapie steps out, and I think that's the Ecuador situation. The manager explained it very well. Of course, the minutes that he's played, they've got to manage him well, but nonetheless they're both in the same mould. You know, Gabriel now not being missed so much. Of course, he's magnificent in both boxes, but it's great that you can say we're not really missing him. Let's hope that we're saying that after the game tonight.
Where are the other improvements you think with this Arsenal side from now to last season?
I think Supermendy in midfield. I think the way that he is controlling the foot of that, the base of the midfield, is allowing Declan Rice to be the player that we know he is. I thought he was magnificent. Both of them were magnificent at the weekend. I know Eze will get the headlines, and rightly so, because he gets a hat-trick. But if they don't win the battle in midfield, then he doesn't get that kind of space on the edge of the box. So it's fascinating tonight. Both teams playing a similar way. You know, there's a youngster playing here, Carl playing. He's a wonderful 17-year-old.
Yeah.
That excites me. I've just seen him. He's a tiny little player, but when you see him, he packs a punch on the pitch. He's a special talent.
And you've got Elise as well. Look, we've got so much to get our teeth stuck into in this game because there's so much talent all over the place. And as we stand in the tunnel here, we've just seen the teams making their way onto the pitch behind us, out through the tunnel. Look, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a real London derby. Was quite something, perhaps a statement performance. Was that the best? Well, where do you rate Marco Elise at the moment in terms of the best that there is out there? And how good could he become?
what is in the water at Crystal Palace, by the way, producing these, because he can go left, he can go right. He's so impactful. But again, they got young Leonard Carl in there. He's only 17 years old. Him and Elise combining with Harry Kane, it's going to be interesting.
This fella, honestly, when you see this man, he's all left foot, but when he uses his right foot, it's magnificent. Senior players, and he's only just arrived at that level. So, no, special talent.
And his agent is Michael Ballack, which actually might kind of give you a bit of an idea of why his head is so screwed onto his shoulders.
No wonder Ballack was smiling over there when I saw him, when we walked past him. I mean, you know what? But again, I think it helps. You know, in life you need mentors, and Ballack's a great mentor, captain of Bayern in his country. He knows what it's about at the top level. But I think for him to...
His agent and his manager is Vincent Kompany. You couldn't get two better people around you. Let's get caught up with Vincent Kompany. He's speaking with Jules. Getting sent off after those 2 goals. So a little bit of a change. Gnabry's coming, and of course you've also got Leonard Carl to look forward to. Really looking forward to this game, guys. Don't go anywhere, because Arsenal and the Emirates are starting to like Arsenal. Look, guys, they did say... boss said, look, we know that we are weak. Bayern Munich are weak from set pieces, and Arsenal are the ones that could take advantage from it. Talk us through exactly how they managed to do it this time
Well,
round.
did it beautifully. It's another facet of their play, of course, set play. It's drawn then to something else, and I think Arsenal, you know, the people said it was a foul. For me, no. We've got Peter Schmeichel near us, and he's shouting for the goalkeepers. No, Peter, no.
Goalkeepers Union. What does he know about that?
Exactly.
Guys, let's talk about the equaliser, because, look, we talk about Leonard Carl. This going to be quite some player in the future, but tonight he's quite some player as well. This is all even at the Emirates as it stands, to put a marker down. And Bayern were the team to do it against, because they're one of the favourites, first and second in the table before this game kicked off.
Yeah, I mean, it was really impressive from Arsenal. I thought that first half...
Oh, and Bayern have been such a problem for Arsenal in Europe as well.
Yeah, but I think Bayern had Martinelli, Calafiori. It doesn't matter who comes in, they're all top players. And obviously, I think before it was...
What about the manager's performance as well, and the changes that he made, Martin?
Yeah, I think having a good feeling we watched Trossard do what he's doing, and Martinelli's not getting a look in, but he always seems to score in Europe. He comes on, he's not fazed by it. He wants to prove something. And
it's a real team performance from this Arsenal side at the moment. They're showing different ways of winning.
Yeah, and I thought the first half, I think Mikel probably... And then I just thought the second half, I thought they got a few set pieces that kind of pushed Bayern back. Bayern couldn't get out, couldn't keep the ball. And then from that, they had everything. Whatever ingredient you needed, you know, whether it was Bergkamp or Thierry or that brilliant back four.
They
had
unsettled,
everything.
didn't they? They unsettled Bayern Munich there tonight,
yeah.
didn't they? And they didn't really know how to cope. Couldn't really... They sort of knocked on the canvas a little bit. We saw the goal they scored from the set piece, and it was like, oh, it got very nervy.
They were weak from set pieces, and that series of play where it was corner after corner after corner, and it seemed to settle Arsenal down and really rattle Bayern Munich.
And basically, in the first half, we didn't really see a corner from Declan Rice, and then suddenly we had this...
Save from Neuer. I think he made 5 saves, but again, I think it was that phase of the game where they kind of squeezed Bayern in, who dominated the ball initially, and then they couldn't get out. Some adjustments at half-time, and it came off beautifully.
What does their mentality say to you about them at the moment, Martin? Because there's been previous seasons, and a lot of them, where Arsenal have had opportunities to take advantages, and they've managed to fluff their lines. And I'm talking about managing to go 6 points clear in the Premier League after this weekend, when Liverpool and Man City have fallen away and lost their games, and this opportunity tonight against Bayern Munich to pull away at the top.
It's a mascara tonight. It's seamless. You're not seeing... It's the same performance, but it's different players. So it's definitely a mentality, a togetherness.
Oh, and you were sat next to me, and we looked at the change in the series that included Martin Odegaard, and you were like, wow, look at that. Imagine bringing those people off the bench.
Do you know what I like, mate?
Yeah.
Do you mean that's a true captain, and that shows the togetherness this group has.
Thank you very much. You're right, yeah.
Declan, congratulations.
Good to see you again.
Moments like this probably don't come along in people's careers that often. Do you really just have to take them in?
Crazy rotations from them, isn't
It's
it?
incredible. The way they work it is so good, and it's top tier. But
is that why you guys almost sat off them a little bit in the first half?
yeah, when they drop you deep, there's an opportunity to pounce, and I think second half we've done that much better. We got our references right. We really went man to man with them. And yeah, it was an all-round great performance, because it is Bayern Munich, you know. They've been unbelievable this year, and I thought tonight we was outstanding.
Declan, just talk to me about Supermendy, because I was saying there that you were running free, because it was just there.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, it's been so easy to... A nice guy.
Because at the foot of the defence, you know, that platform,
It must be so reassuring to know that any changes that get made, there's no drop-off, is there?
Ask you honestly, where'd you get these set pieces from? Because to be fair, I thought it was a really tight game in the first half. The set pieces that you kind of pushed Bayern in, they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Those consistent corners, and then just felt like that changed the game. And then you guys got a foothold in the game, and everybody started to play. But your corners are
You don't even have to just score from set pieces like you showed tonight and like you showed at the weekend against Spurs. Have you spoken to the manager yet? What's he said to you guys in the change room?
Is your centre half prepared to go the whole way with him? So there's so many different things, and he spoke about.
Does it feel different as a team? I asked Martin about the mentality that we think we can see from Arsenal, where there's so much belief in this side. Does it feel different from last season, the season before?
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
Okay, we'll let you go and enjoy it because Declan, Arsenal are top of the Premier League and the Champions League at the moment. Not a bad
it's a long way. It's a long way to go. Let's not carried away.
We'll tell you what, we'll let the fans enjoy that one in the pub tonight.
Great to see you guys.
Well done, mate.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
Great to see you. Well done. Declan Rice just rejoining his side after what it
and they deserve a lot of praise. You know, they were exceptional today.
He kind of has a good nose, doesn't he, on the pitch to work out, you know, look, I can go forward
100%.
now. Super Mendy is now, I could really. But when you look at him, he gets up and down the pitch, and what he offers you when he starts to gallop, he starts to run with it. You're seeing top players, incredible save, and I thought he was going to actually score himself tonight.
From Declan's run that created it, and then the goal came just after that. Look, guys, we'll show you all of this. We'll do more analysis.